Hey gang, my name is Jack Willard, and this is the Daily Pop-Off. Happy November. It's November 1st, 2024. We've got lots to talk about on this very short video, so stay tuned, don't miss a moment. Hit the subscribe, the like, and the notification bell because the Daily Pop-Off is done Monday through Friday here at the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned at a random time. So you won't want to miss that or our other live shows. Our subtitle, Did Elvis sign his name Bob Joyce on a 1960s poster? Have you heard about this? Well, we're going to play an excerpt from a video that I think was first seen on TikTok and then was copied for here at YouTube. And you can make up your own mind. I'll point you to the video so you can watch it yourself. Very familiar announcer again. And we'll just play a part of it, and then I'll show you pictures, okay? So don't miss a moment of this video. Here we go.
What a shocking and unbelievable discovery. Someone found that Elvis had signed the name Bob Joyce on a 1960s poster. This poster photo was recently shared online by an Elvis fan. This means that the name Bob Joyce was already linked to him while Elvis was still alive. It's absolutely mind-blowing. This incredible discovery fully supports the speculation about the relationship between Bob and Elvis, that they are the same person. Elvis's devoted fans know that he had mentioned more than once how much he liked the name Bob Joyce, and he would often use Bob as his second name in his daily activities and private life. Perhaps the signature on this poster was something Elvis habitually signed by mistake. Other than the theory that they are the same person, I can hardly think of another explanation for why two completely unrelated people would look so much alike.
Okay. Perhaps. I can hardly think of any other scenario that it must be that Bob Joyce is Elvis based on a fan on some site sharing a 60s poster that had the name Bob Joyce signed to the left of the poster, to the left side of the poster. You have to be careful how you draw your conclusions, how you try to make possibilities the probable truth, especially when you don't have much to back it up. You're just rushing through the narration. So if someone has more to say about the authenticity of a 60s poster that they know for sure it was signed by Elvis and he wrote the name Bob Joyce, my personal email is jackthefairguy, F-A-I-R, jackthefairguy @gmail.com. There's big things going on with Pastor Bob Joyce's ministry. We shared it on our Halloween video, but I'm going to promo it again because it's from Gene Ho, editor-in-chief of George Magazine. Pastor Bob on AM and FM radio. Our Father is using Pastor Bob Joyce in a powerful way. Bob is different because he has a knack for reaching hearts that are not in the body of Christ. Not to disparage other preachers, but this is not the saved reaching out to the saved. Not just preaching to the choir, we could say. Pastor Bob is special, yes he is, because he reaches new hearts and points them to our Lord. My role, This is Gene Ho talking. My role is to be a sower of seeds. That being said, well, he gives the address for George Magazine, georgemagazine.com. I'm happy to announce, with Pastor Bob's permission, that portions of his sermon will be played on these, well, he says channels, but when we're talking radio, it's radio stations, on these stations on Sunday starting November the 10th. On the AM dial, WBCU, Union, South Carolina, WLWL, Rockingham, North Carolina, WGAD, Gadsden, Alabama. On the FM dial, starting November 10th, you'll be able to hear Pastor Bob Joyce on WEGG. That's Royston, Georgia. WBCU, Union. I guess that's also Georgia, 103.5. WNJH in Hamilton, New Jersey. WZEV, an Alabama FM station. And more stations coming, a lot more. And oh yeah, one more station that covers, probably based in New Jersey, gets into New York and Philadelphia, PA, WOLD. Harry Chapin sang of WOLD, I am the morning DJ at WOLD. Yeah, I won't bother you with any more singing, but that was the follow-up to Taxi, a moderate hit for Harry Chapin. God rest his soul. So, there you have it. Now on Worldwide Rambling Saturday night, we'll be talking more Pastor Bob Joyce. Hope you like the flag from Tunnel to Towers. I support them, and they send little gifts from time to time. It's a sticker that fits on to my shirt. My shirt says in its entirety, work harder. And we should never forget 9/11. So we're less than 5 days from Election Day. I've already voted. Many people have. Republican turnout has been incredible, they say. People are feeling good, but, you know, President Trump always has to be careful about the way he says things. This has been true forever, because we know what he's saying. It's obvious what he's saying, but his enemies will try to use any scrap of speech that maybe could have been put a better way, a different way, and they will try to turn it into something that they themselves know is BS. Obviously, he's not happy with Liz Cheney. There's no Republicans happy with Liz Cheney, very few anyway, and the Democrats really don't want her. So she's been out there, you know, trying to do whatever she can to make sure Donald Trump doesn't become the 47th president of the United States. And Trump called her with Tucker Carlson. He called her, you know, Tucker's still on. He's on YouTube, but you can go to the TCN network and you can sign up for that. Just go to tuckercarlson.com and you can get on that. I think there's a small monthly fee. And he said that she's a war hawk. She ought to see what it feels like to have, you know, powerful weapons staring at your face. Oh, Liz Cheney says, I think he's threatening me. He's threatening me. I feel threatened. And of course, all the liberal media that sold out a long time ago, say like, 2015, they're backing her up and trying to make this out into something that it's clearly not. He wasn't threatening her at all. He was just saying that these war hawks are never going to have to go and fight, but she'll send your son off and potentially your daughter off to fight and possibly die in battle. And then we realize that it's meaningless. Like the whole war in the Ukraine, which would have never happened if Trump had won a second term, all those, millions and millions of people dead on both sides. There's a perfect example. If Trump had been reelected, Putin would have never made that move. But when he saw a feeble, indecisive president with a lot of baggage, too. Some people will know what I mean when I say baggage. And cognitive decline, he said, I've always felt we were entitled to take back the Ukraine, and this is the time. If not now, when? So there you go. That's going on there. I think people are pretty much decided. The people that are determined to vote for Kamala Harris will, but I'm praying to God that there's more intuitive people that realize America, our future is on the line, and you can't vote for someone who is going to be a tool of the progressives. Everything she says, I used to say I was against fracking. She doesn't even like to say that, but I'm not against fracking. I'm not against fracking now. And you got you got Joe Biden seemingly saying these things, maybe because he and Jill are so mad at Kamala Harris. Some say he secretly likes Trump more than he likes Kamala. So he's saying these things, and it could just be his cognitive decline. But calling the Trump supporters garbage, and then Jean-Pierre coming on the next day, oh, he didn't say that, he didn't mean that. Give me a break. We're not stupid. All we want to say, bye, bye, bye to this administration and all the lackeys that are part of it. It's just disgusting. So what we're going to do is Worldwide Rambling Saturday night, tomorrow night, the 2nd of November at 10 p.m. East Coast time. We invite you to join us for that. We'll kind of do a daily pop-off there, right? Because we'll be talking about anything that was big on Saturday, and we'll be talking about there's a lot of stuff coming in now about Pastor Bob Joyce, and so we'll hit some of that. We're going to try to fix the problem we've had with the live cutting out. We're going to try something else, but, I'll have to be honest with you. We may have to come back on because we're in a process of elimination right now. We have a new router, we have a new modem, and now we're going to try another thing, and eventually we'll get to the problem. But if we do go off, we'll come back on. Unless it's very late in the broadcast, okay? Watch all our past live shows here. Watch the Halloween show. We've done recent Bob Joyce videos. We made the statement that Bob Joyce does not do interviews with YouTube programmers. He just doesn't. And we talked about what he has said from the pulpit that would leave no doubt about that. And you'll see a whole list. I think we're about at 387 videos now that are up. So check them out and subscribe, like if you do. Hit the notification bell. And if you can, hit the thanks button for any amount. We're in November now, a brand new month. So I'm starting to try to pull that cart up the hill again. It's a monthly occurrence. My horse took off on me, just ran away. And I was good to that horse, too. So now it's just me pushing the cart, and I'm not supposed to do any heavy lifting. I have cardiomyopathy. I worked in the job market for over 50 years, often 2 jobs. Was a peace officer for the city of New York for 19 years. And but my first love has always been radio and now YouTube. You can see and hear me, and so it's wonderful to do what you love and get such a wonderful response from you people. I appreciate that. But we need to grow. We need to add to the family, and when you hit the thanks button, it just helps me that much more with whatever amount you can give, or the Cash App. If you're on the Cash App, my handle is MediaGuy56, MEDIA GUY, the number 5 and the number 6, MediaGuy56, MediaGuy lowercase. Okay, Trace? Are you watching, Trace? So, well, Should we go out with a little bit more of theme? We have a closing theme, and you heard the opening theme. So I'll put my headphones back on, and I'll wish you a great weekend here in New York. It's going to continue to be somewhat warm. Today was simply magical. Halloween was simply magical. I mean, my goodness, I'm still wearing my shorts. I usually do anyway, but I wear it with a sweatshirt. Didn't have to do that today as we went about doing our endless chores. You think you're retired, and then there's all these chores and doctor's appointments. This has been the Daily Pop-Off for November 1st, 2024. My name is Jack Willard. And bye-bye for now.